It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs' superstar wide receiver, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos on Thursday night primetime.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles... Off we go from Denver. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does. Confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Purdy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mahomes now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now Purdy.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They try the left side here with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he elects not. As his guys will take over at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. with his second touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Chiefs are once again back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Purdy looking to throw. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! Jerry Judy, 76 yards. And the Broncos strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well. Because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have yet again retaken the lead. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. So we've reached halftime in well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, 43, 43,
On first down, Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, some strong running. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Mahomes now on first down.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's a 31. 4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 69 yards.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Denver's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And this defense just being manhandled here to start the drive. Good push up front. 2 big runs. This one 18 yards. And another first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in
He's got it at the 15. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown Broncos! Terrace Marshall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there's no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Birdie from his own end zone. Got his man, it's Dulcich. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Purdy to throw it on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Purdy will look to throw again here. He's got Dosich going across the formation. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Purdy. And that is caught by Marshall for a Jet touchdown. Terrace Marshall, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Again, it's Pacheco. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
To throw is Purdy.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Purdy to throw. Able to find Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 19 yards.
Here's Purdy. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of